Hey, what is up everyone? It's FBA Jeffrey. In this video, I wanted to talk about the real reason why you are not making $10,000 a month. And I've really highlighted 5 specific challenges, and this is what most people really face and the biggest, challenge or roadblock that prevent them from getting to $10,000 a month. Like, I've spoken to hundreds of people, even with the students that I work with. Most of them, they come into the program with these challenges, right? And if you can find a solution, if you can find guidance or direction, and I guess jump over these challenges, the challenges that I'm about to mention, you should not have a problem getting to $10,000, especially on Amazon. With this marketplace, the opportunity is so great. There's thousands of sellers selling a couple $100,000 a month, right? So you could quite literally be one of that part of that group, and getting to $10,000 is literally the hardest part of it. Once you can get there, scaling from 10,000 to 20,000, 20,000 to 30,000, 30,000 to even like 50,000 a month in profit. It's just about replicating these systems and doing more of it, right? And I myself, I was stuck in these challenges as well. And once I figured it out, a lot of trial and error, I spent a lot of time making like really stupid mistakes actually. But once I got through these challenges, these, roadblocks, I was able to scale to the moon very, very quickly. Okay, so let's get right into it. So I really narrowed it down, these 5 challenges. And like I said, once you get through them and really understand at least what you're doing, you should not have a problem getting, or at least making $10,000 a month in profit. Okay. So the very first is don't know where to start. And I hear this all the time, right? Like I'm telling you, like I speak to hundreds of people. This is probably one of the most common ones. Don't know where to start. Ask yourself a couple questions. Okay. What are your goals? Why do you want to start Amazon? There's plenty of online businesses out there. There's dropshipping, there's SaaS, there's, lead generation. There's like, why would you want to do Amazon? Like, what is your goal? Is your goal to make $5,000 to $10,000 a month? Is your goal to make 20,000? Like, what is your goal? Are you currently working a job? Do you like your job? Do you want to have additional income on the side? Or do you just want to achieve financial freedom and be able to go full time on Amazon, right? So you really have to ask yourself that before we even start selling on Amazon, because that really depends. I'm here to tell you that my goals, at least, I can only speak for myself, but my original goal of starting Amazon was I was working a corporate job, and I just wanted to make $5,000 to $10,000 a month on the side. I was happy going to that job and just having additional income, but I got to that barrier. Like, I got to $10,000 within 3 months. By that time, I realized I wasn't any different. The only thing was I just showed up and I had clear goals and I had ambitions, and I got to that point, and I just decided I wanted to push myself even more. So fast forward, year and a half later, 2 years, now I've done $600,000 a month last month on Amazon, which is very, very crazy to think. Okay. But really start by asking yourself, what are your goals? What do you want to achieve? If you could get, like, the clearer the answer you can provide yourself, the better it is. Okay. And now you also want to ask yourself, how committed are you to changing your life? Just picture your current situation and where you want to be, your current situation and your future situation, and ask yourself, how far are you? Are you $5,000 away every single month? Are you $10,000? Or do you want to drive a really nice car? Do you want to have fancy things, right? Just have that goal in mind, right? These two really tie together. Like I said, the clearer the goal, the clearer your ambitions are, the better it is, because now you will know where to start, okay? Because that's really the first step. And then now it really comes down to understanding Amazon, the model itself, right? A lot of people, they also always ask, like, I don't really know what this model is. And it's very, very simple to understand. The model that I teach and the model that I do on a day-to-day basis, the model that gave me financial freedom, is I am selling name brand products. So products like Head and Shoulders, products like Tide, Nike. These products, like, everyone knows them. They're like the global brands, right? And essentially, we open wholesale accounts. We work with suppliers that carry these brands, right? They're the type of companies that supply big retail stores like Costco, like Walmart, and we act as the retailer, except we sell it on Amazon. That's the model in a nutshell, all right? It's very, very easy to explain. You don't need sales. You don't need marketing. You don't, like, I did $600,000 last month. I spent $0 on advertisements. That's crazy, right? There's no other business model just like it. And I don't need to show my face. It's relatively passive for what it's worth, right? And the next thing on top of understanding the model is understanding the cost, right? So with every business, it does require some capital, right? Because this model, like the only downside of this model is that it requires some money to start because you're using your available capital to purchase inventory. So the more capital you have, the better. So I typically recommend having somewhere between anywhere from $3,000 to $6,000 available, and that accounts for mentorship, that accounts for software, that accounts for inventory. And with that budget, that $3,000 to $6,000, because a lot of these products that we purchase, we aim to sell out within the first week, within the first 2 weeks, right? So a lot of times, once you get the products in, they'll sell out, you get the money back, and you're able to pay your credit cards. So that's how we scale. And with each payment that comes, you build more and more money because there's profits stacked on top of that. So that's how we're compounding, and that's how we really grow and scale, okay? And the last aspect is seeking guidance. I'm here to tell you, getting to going from $0 to $10,000 is just like learning the foundations, and you can learn and get to that point within 3 to 4 months. I've had students like Carlo who hit $45,000 last month off Amazon. He came into my program. He was struggling to even get past $10,000, right? We came in, we applied all the strategies, all the systems that I use in my business, and we scaled him to the moon, okay? Rayjan, he came in within 2.5 months. He got to $10,000 a month in profit. We have Benny, another student of mine. He did $20,000. He was in the program for 3.5 months. So I'm here to tell you, I'm very confident that this works. You could get to $10,000 with the right guidance in 3 to 4 months, right? That's a realistic expectation. So once you can answer, all of these, like, and have a good direction on how to start, this is the first major challenge, okay? And the second challenge that a lot of my students have is they're not sure what software to use. And I guess that also ties hand in hand with don't know where to start. And I'm here to tell you, you really only need 2 softwares, okay? AZ Insight and Keepa. Those are the 2 paid softwares. That's the best way I can say it. AZ Insight is a profit calculator that basically shows how fast the item sells, and how profitable it is. This is a crucial software. I think this software is $20 a month. And the second software is Keepa, which is also $20 a month. It shows historical data, which shows how many sellers are on a listing. Those are the 2 softwares that you need. $40 a month. The Amazon seller account is also $40 a month. That's the professional account. I recommend getting that set up. And then after, we also use another software. It's called DS Amazon Quick View. It's a free software. So with those 3 softwares alone, you can scale to several $100,000 a month. I scaled my Amazon business to $300K a month just using those 3 softwares. Anyone else telling you need this, you need this, you need this, filter all the noise, right? It's unnecessary. I'm telling you, you only need those 3 softwares: AZ Insight, Keepa, and DS Amazon Quick View. So the third aspect, the third challenge is account setup and tracking, okay? So a lot of students, they also are not sure how to set up your Amazon account the right way. So I typically recommend setting up with a professional account. So to get your professional account set up, you would need an LLC with your state, reseller certificate. So you can get all of that done. It's very, very simple. I provide all the resources, the exact guidance on how to do that within my mentorship program. I work with every student directly one-on-one. So, I've seen these challenges. I know exactly how to do it. I know how to prevent yourself from spending unnecessary money. And that's if you're a US citizen. If you're in Canada, you will need to get incorporated. I'm in Canada, so I also know how to do this. I've done this myself firsthand. I know exactly how to get through this, okay? And also, along with account setup is also a system to stay organized. So when I first started, one of my biggest, mistakes that costed me thousands of dollars was I was very unorganized. I was barely keeping track of anything. That's the best way I could say it. And it took a lot of time, a lot of mistakes, a lot of money before I slowly built a system that kept everything organized. I was able to keep my metrics, so I was able to automate. You cannot automate and hire staff like virtual assistants to remove yourself from the business if you are not organized. So I also provide the exact system, the exact blueprint to stay organized, to stay on top of all your numbers, all your expenses, all your sales, because that's very important, right? Especially the more you scale, you're going to be selling several hundred units a day. Like at my scale, I'm selling several thousand units a day. I'm incurring, fees, like shipping fees as I ship units in. I have staff at my warehouse. I have virtual assistants. I have a lot of costs. So it's very important to stay organized, and all of that is provided. And the sooner you get that in the very beginning, as you're getting an Amazon account set up, if you can start with that foundation, your likelihood for success is extremely high because you start from the ground up and you build from there. The fourth major challenge that a lot of sellers and students that they have is they're not sure what products to sell. Especially with Amazon, this marketplace is so vast. It's the biggest marketplace, e-commerce marketplace in the world. There's millions of products, but to be transparent, out of those millions of products, most of them are garbage, right? Most of them are not worth selling. Most of them is not even profitable, right? There's only a select few, and it's very challenging to identify what type of products are good. So the best way to do it is to identify winning categories first. So there is a strategy that I implement, and I've also talked about in my previous YouTube videos, where we start from the top. We start by looking at Amazon, by analyzing what is selling good, what is selling fast. And these products are, from brands like Nike, brands like Tide, brands like Head and Shoulders, right? These are brands that sell tens of thousands of times every single month. And those are winning products, right? But what is the category? What do they fall under? They fall under clothing. They fall under household and grocery items. And these are categories that are very, very common amongst third-party sellers, 3P sellers. So we use specific strategies to identify these type of categories that are good and work our way down. So once we find these winning categories and then we find the winning brands, from those winning brands, we identify the authorized suppliers and we go out and reach out to them. So that way, now we know what products are selling well, what products are worth selling. So we reduce a lot of friction, a lot of time, a lot of unnecessary cost, okay? This is honestly not a big challenge if you have the right guidance, if you have the right direction. This is a very common challenge. But it's also tied into challenge number 5, which is unprofitable products. So some of my students, they come into my program, they're currently selling like arbitrage, and the first thing they say is, Jeffrey, I'm selling arbitrage. I'm selling, I'm making a couple $100, but these items are unprofitable, or I buy them when they are profitable, but they end up tanking in price. And I always say, okay, it's just because of the model that you run. With arbitrage, these challenges, these problems where you run into price tanking, unprofitable items, even IP complaints, getting ungated, all of these challenges, they're very common if you're starting with arbitrage, okay? And I always recommend, like, the best model on Amazon is wholesale, because it's very similar to arbitrage in the sense where you're still selling name brand products, but now you are not buying them from retailer, you're acting as the retailer, and you open accounts with suppliers so you could buy as many items as you would like and you can sell them for months to come, and they're not seasonal, okay? So it really comes down to your business model. A lot of people, a lot of students, they have a hard time finding products. They have a hard time with profitability, right? Even getting ungated. And I'm telling you, all of those are arbitrage problems. So a lot of it comes down to the business model. And also with arbitrage, I know I mentioned brands like Nike and brands like Tide, but these are very competitive brands. They are profitable, but typically with arbitrage sellers, they typically like to look for Lego. They typically like to look for Nike, Adidas. These are the very, very known brands. And that is also why you run into unprofitable products, because sometimes with these listings on Nike, you will have a listing with 80 sellers on it or 100 sellers. And it's very hard to make money, especially when there's a listing with 100 different sellers. But with the wholesale model, we're identifying these mid-size to even large brands. A lot of these brands you probably never even heard of, but they sell thousands of times. I sell a lot of cultural brands. So I sell a lot of brands from like that have more Chinese culture or Asian influence in it. And like these brands legit sell like 3,000, 4,000 times a month, and they fly off the shelves. I have a hard time staying in stock because I don't have enough capital to buy up all the inventory. But with arbitrage, there's some brands that are very, very competitive. And with wholesale, it's not like that at all, because with these distributors, they're local to your area. If you live in New York City, the suppliers that you open up accounts with, they're local to you in New York. So someone who's in California will not open these wholesale accounts in New York. It just doesn't make sense. They're across the country. They will only open up wholesale accounts like local to them, also in California. So these products are oftentimes different. There's different variations, different sizes. You just have access to a much larger catalog. And I know like a lot of this information, it might sound very overwhelming, and I'm sure it is, but it's really not that complicated. Once you start applying this knowledge with the right guidance, with the right knowledge, it's very, very simple to understand. And like I said, if you could get through these 3 if you can get through these 5 very common challenges, you should be able to, I can almost guarantee you will be at $10,000 a month in profit. If anything, you'll be at 20,000, 30,000, 40,000. Because all of these are foundations. These are principles. These principles apply across the board. The reason why I got to $600,000 a month in December in sales is because I really understood all of this. I knew my goals. I knew where I wanted to go. I knew what softwares to use, right? I was organized. I knew how to find products, how to identify winning categories. If you could get that down, everything else comes with it. Like, that's the foundation, okay? And I also wanted to really quickly just talk about, I guess, like a mini case study of one of my students, Carlo. He did $45,000 last month in December in profit, which is crazy. And when he came to my program, he was struggling. He was doing arbitrage. Like, he already had his like Amazon account set up, but he was nowhere close to $10,000 a month. And I remember very clearly because his first question that he asked me was this. It was exactly challenge number 4 and challenge number 5. The first thing he said was, Jeffrey, I don't know what is a good product. I don't know how to spot good categories. And with the products I'm selling, he was selling a lot of Nike. It was very unprofitable. So essentially, I came into his business. I did like a full like A to Z audit. And I came back to him and told him, okay, look, you're doing arbitrage. This was how you're sourcing products. This system doesn't work, right? I asked him where he found his system from, and he said he found it on YouTube because he didn't have any guidance, he didn't have any direction. And that was where he really went wrong, right? He was consuming this content and he wasn't sure if it was right. And it wasn't. The direction that he headed towards, how he was finding his products, it was literally the wrong way. So we had some back and forth, and over the next couple of weeks, I basically implemented the system that I used. I taught him how to transition into wholesale. Essentially, he had the capital for it. Now I just taught him how to find these winning categories and work backwards to find these suppliers, how to open accounts and get the orders in. And within a couple months, he was literally able to scale. Like, once I came into his business, it literally skyrocketed. It went like that. So he went from literally struggling to make a couple $1,000s a month in profit to literally $45,000. So that could be you, right? We provide the system, we provide the blueprint on how to do that. So if you are interested in working directly with me on a one-on-one, if you're seeking for guidance, you want to get out of the rat race, you want to, I guess, achieve financial freedom. So if you're interested in working with me directly and start and scale your Amazon business to $10,000 a month in profit within 3 to 4 months, I'd be happy to jump on a call to learn more about you to see if we'd be a good fit. But other than that, if you found a lot of value in this YouTube video, I really appreciate if you leave a thumbs up and you subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.